All right, good morning, good afternoon, everybody. Welcome into the Wednesday edition of the training. Hope everyone's had a good week so far. We're at the midpoint, which is fantastic. Couple more days to go. Hope everyone's been pushing good, getting everything they need to get done, recording some videos. That would be amazing. Welcome back to the returners. If you are a returner, please put a 2 in the chat. That would be great. Please put a 1 if you're new to Dubb. For instance, if you just started and you're kind of making your way through the material, that would be fantastic. Olympia, hi. I'm gonna come over to you. I don't think I've seen your name in here before. Maybe you popped in. Hi, Olympia.
Hi. I joined on in October of last year. I'm having a problem with my call to action buttons.
Oh, yeah, those are important. Those are important. What's your industry? What do you do?
I in fintech staffing, AML, anti-money laundering,
Okay.
and bank secrecy.
Yeah.
And it's really super busy right now.
Oh, I bet. I bet. What for the fintech part of it, are you going on LinkedIn, kind of reaching out that way? What does your outreach kind of look like?
Yeah. So I go post on LinkedIn, and then I do campaigns through several like apps,
Sure.
and then they send out most placeable candidates,
Hmm.
and just little mass emails
Okay.
with the skill sets, and then I add a dub on the like fourth contact.
Okay. So in other words, the fourth time you've reached out, boom, here's a
Yeah,
okay. And the video, is it a personal video or is it kind of like a pre-recorded one that could go
no,
to everybody?
everyone is personalized. It's about a minute. I try to stick to a minute and a half, and I wave.
Oh, perfect. Okay, great. What's your and when you're doing this, you're on their LinkedIn profile on their page or what
So
is
if they're first connection, they will get it, right? But if not, I go into one of their emails and I send it that way.
okay.
Or or through Sales Navigator.
Okay, nice. Is the what's the animated GIF like? Is it like you kind of waving to the camera? Are you using the phone with
Oh no,
something?
it's me. It's all me video and I wave.
Okay, perfect. Okay. How's it been so far when you've been setting those?
So this I haven't done it in a couple of weeks in a while
Mhm.
because I had a lot of clients.
Mhm.
So now I'm switching.
Mhm.
And I recorded 18 videos and I had six people open them this week.
Okay, great. Have they now you said there was a problem with the CTA, so was it an issue where you were trying to have your booking link there and then they couldn't do something or what was going on with the call to action?
Yeah, so I think it's because it's on the wrong calendar.
Oh, sorry, you were kind of cutting out, Olympia. You said something about the calendar?
Yeah, so I think it's connected to the wrong calendar.
Oh, you connected to the wrong calendar. Okay. So you just need to go in and go to the CTA. So I can show you really quickly how you can pop in and do that. Let me share my screen here and I'll show you. Give me one second. How long has it kind of been the wrong link? Do you know? Has it been for a while?
I would say for a couple of months, because I got rid of that software that I initially connected to.
Oh, got it. Okay. Well, if you go into, can you see my screen okay?
No, I
Uh,
see your face, but now you went. Oh yeah, I
okay.
think so.
Okay, cool. You see the Dub dashboard right here?
Yep.
Okay. So what you want to do to fix the CTA is go over here under assets right here and then go
Mm-hmm.
to calls to action right here. And when you click on that, this little tutorial button pops up. Kind of explains how to do it, but from a quick thing, just go in here and find the right CTA that's the problem, like your calendar one, and then click edit and then come down here. And this will already be switched to calendar link because there's different types, but it'll already say that. You just want to be able to come in here and add a new one. So whatever you have added in there for the calendar link, you want to be able to switch that to something else and then click save and close. So you just need the proper link that you're using. Because when you do these things on CTAs, see how it says type, just make sure it's calendar, which I'm sure it is, but and then you got to choose the provider, whichever one it is, and then put the link right in here, the URL link, and then just click save and close.
What if I don't want to do it to a calendar? I want to change because the other two, one is send me a video, the other one is send an email. They're both working. What do you suggest as the first? What gets the best rate?
Response?
Yeah, response.
But you're saying you don't, well, I'll just say this. So from people to click buttons, especially like, in sales stuff, I mean, I would say booking a time on a calendar is probably the number one button that everyone uses. But I would say if you're feeling like you don't want them to book like a time in your calendar, you'd rather have them respond to what you're sending. Having the email button's great. It's kind of more passive. Replying with a video, that button's really good for getting video testimonials. Sometimes people will reply with video. It's on the rarer side. That's usually kind of reserved for more, hey, listen, it was great working with you. Click the reply with video button below. Would love to get a video testimonial from you. So that's more on that side
So
of it.
calendar should be one,
Yeah.
email two,
Mhm.
and then the third one, what do you suggest? What if I take that video response out and put something else in?
Yeah, I mean, you could put in there your website link. You could put in there
Oh,
if you have a case study set up, where maybe you have some numbers where you've worked with some clients, where you can have a little page set up where it mentions a client's name, where they started, how they did with your service, and where they ended up. Those are kind of cool. They're called little case studies you can make. But I think the main driver when you make these videos, because everyone's so short on time in general, that the main call to action is, hey, let's book a time in the calendar. Now, the thing is with outreach, with recruiting and stuff that you're doing, some of the coaching that we've done with that end of it is um, open with a hook, good question or a statement. Give them some value. Maybe you have like a little button below that's a downloadable document, like a PDF. Maybe it's like top 5 things they need to be aware of in fintech. You know what I mean? Like some kind of, hey, just click below. I'd love for you to check this out. And then the last part of it is obviously the CTA. So book a time in my calendar below. So with your videos that you've made, do you open with a hook and ask them kind of a question? Or,
opening with the wave, that helps.
well, what's the first
Um,
thing you're saying kind of when you get to them?
what I'm doing is I'm reaching out to people who have an open job order in the skill set, in the hottest skill set.
Hmm.
So
Yep.
I'm introducing myself, what I do,
Mhm.
and then that I can help them in that area.
Okay. So, and what is it called? An open what? What is it called?
Like
Open.
an open job order.
Okay. So maybe you could do something like this if you want to try this. Let me show you this right here. Just as a little different visually. Check this out. Let me share my screen. Let's see. Do. Okay. Can you see my screen?
Yes.
Okay. So, and it's called a job order, right? Open job
Yes.
order. Okay.
Yes.
So see how I'm bringing this up into the screen? So instead of saying the person's name, what if you said about open job order? Dot, dot, dot. Because
Okay.
when you make these things, even though smiling and waving is awesome, I mean, that's great. It's way ahead of someone just sitting there and just. But the point is, the animated GIF should give a little bit of a hint to what this is going to be about because that's going to make me want to click on it. So if you can give some kind of a little message here to make me say, oh, well, okay, yeah, an open job order. I have that. What is that? Click on it. And then you can open up with about that open job order. Here's what I've seen work or something like that. Like I think people want some kind of insight or question or statement that makes them stop and think. You know what I mean? So if your recording is from the webcam, like you've done smiling, great, that's awesome. But maybe if you add this element to it, it'll give something to someone to think about before they even click on it. Does that make sense?
Okay. So this is the issue.
Mm.
There like the job order that I'm trying to fill.
Mhm.
There's like 1,100 job openings in the country right now.
Yeah.
Um, and so obviously they think that they could find a candidate,
Mhm.
but it's probably the hottest thing in the market right now. So,
So what would be the reason that would stop me from trying to go do that myself?
because there's not enough candidates on the market
Mhm.
right now, and I have them available from personal relationships.
Okay. PR equals fulfillment or something. I'm trying to think of some little statement that you can put on that phone that will stop me from trying to do what you just said I'm going to try to do. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like when
Okay.
I, yeah.
Let's
So I would just think about that, like, because your personal relationships will help fulfill these things where there's more, openings and candidates or whatever. So there's got to be some little message on this phone that stops me and makes me say, "Oh, I want to play this." What? Yeah, no, I am looking for that. What do I need?
What if I put the skill set on the phone?
You could, as long as it's short and punchy, like maybe like what you're looking for, and then a little quick thing. Because when you record these things, like just to show you, like just as an example, like when you open up the webcam, and you have the mobile app on your phone, right?
Yes.
Okay, so when you do this here, whiteboard button up here at the top, just kind of make it where click that there, and then you can type. I would just make it punchy. Not, it won't let you type something super long, and you don't want something super long anyway. So, let's see.
What if I do say like, have a third party risk manager for you? Or
Let me
is
try
it catchy
this.
enough?
Let me see this. Oh, let me just try this. For you. Okay, so if I type risk manager for you, that's what it would look like.
Oh,
So
I love it.
yeah, so starting right there, now I'm already just by the GIF, I'm already have an idea of what this is.
Yeah,
So,
cool.
and I think like doing this, obviously you don't like a good movie trailer back in the day, not the current movie trailers where they show you the entire movie and you're like, well, I'm not even going to bother. You want to have like a hint, but you don't want to give away the whole game though, you know?
All right, we're
But
gonna try it and then I'm
yeah,
gonna let you know because they are opening my video,
yeah,
but then
great.
they're not doing anything with it.
Yeah, yeah. So that's you got to have like open with that. Your opening statement of the video has to be related, obviously, to what you just started. And then once that happens, like offer some kind of value because you mentioned personal relationships. So do you have any video testimonials of anyone you work with or any written testimonials?
No, but I'm doing that with the website right now, the video and written testimonials. I'm
Okay.
putting them on the website.
Okay. So once you have them on the website, you could say as the middle part, say, listen, check out the link below this video. It's going to take you to my site, and you're going to see a lot of really good testimonials of people that I've worked with that I'm doing the exact same thing for you, what I want to do for you right now. You also, like I said, could offer a cool little PDF. Maybe you could even jump into chat and do a quick little, have ChatGPT come up with a quick little ebook or something. Like maybe it's the top.
Yeah, I have the brochure, the company brochure.
Okay, as long as that brochure has a main point to it, like because someone doesn't want to be like, I want to go through the whole thing. I want to know right away because everyone wants hacks and stuff right away because of social media. They
Yeah.
want it delivered like yesterday, but I want to get right to the point. It's almost like the old remember the old books that were what yellow and black when you wanted to do a book report. What was it called? I'm talking
You
Cliff
go to
Notes.
the
Cliff Notes.
bookstore for them.
Cliff Notes. Yeah, yeah,
Cliff
back in the day.
Notes.
Yeah, yeah, Cliff Notes. So
Now they have ChatGPT. Cliff is probably out of business.
right, it's Cliff GPT. So you want to jump in there and just add that, but then have a strong call to action at the end. So at the end, book a time in my calendar below. Like so they take some kind of action. Do you know what I mean? So I think that's the three-part divide that I would give a shot to.
All right, I'm
Yeah,
gonna do it.
hope that helps, and let me know how it
Great,
goes.
great, great training today, Rob. Thanks.
Yeah, you're very welcome. Thanks, Olympia. It's good to hear you making the videos. That's half the battle. Just
All
just make the GIF work for you. That's the biggest thing. So.
right,
Cool.
thanks.
Thanks, Olympia. Mark, let me pop over to you. What's going on, Mark? How are you?
Good, thanks. I was just curious. So I've been sending out some emails, and sometimes I get on my oh, what is it? My host provider, I guess you would call it.
Hmm.
I'll get some of them bounce back, and I was wondering if Dubb gets that same message, and if there's a way to delete, contacts that have a bad email.
Did Rena reach out to you yesterday on that? Because I know I had messaged the team about that a little bit as far as,
I couldn't remember if that's what we talked about.
it had a part of it. It had a part of it. Like, could you tell, like, if you had to reload stuff in there, if it wasn't showing? But
To
you
answer
said
your
that
question, no one got back to me, and I couldn't remember. I didn't know if I asked you that or a different question because I was going to ask you that too. Do you remember what question I asked you?
it was kind of related to that. It had to do with the deliverability stuff. It was
I didn't
along.
know if you had like a oh,
Yeah,
just
yeah, no, 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 yeah. It was I'll tell you right now.
search your.
I will
Let's see.
tell you right now. Hold on one second. Yesterday. You were here yesterday, right, Mark? Was it yesterday? All the
It's
days.
just the day before.
I
It
think it was the
was,
day before. Hold on. Let's
yeah.
see. Let me see. Maybe it's in here. Give me one second. Let me check. We have so many different channels. Let me see. Okay. I think yeah, it had to do with the list cleaning. You know, if an email was bad,
Right.
and that be tagged, or how would you know that person is there? Um, she has your email. There's a clearout.io that we use. Let's see. I'm going to drop this in the chat for you, Mark. This is a list cleaning one that's pretty good. And I'll give you another one. There's actually two of them here. But let me specifically ask if let me pop this in here right now. Um, if a what was the host question, Mark? About the hosting, the message?
Oh, well, I'm just saying that like I'll see the bounce
Hmm.
to my email, but
Yep.
I didn't know if I would get that same bounce notification in Dub.
Oh, got it. Okay, somewhere in Dub, like in notifications.
Right, or yeah.
Okay, let me find out. If
Was that
it would be in notifications, but let me but you can
okay.
turn, let me see here. Bounce message to his email. Okay, I just sent that one through and let me put this in the here we go. I'm gonna put this in the chat right now in Zoom. Here are all right, I just dropped it in, Mark. Those are two companies that do list cleaning. They're third
Okay.
kind of clear that out that I know the team has used before. So that's that right there. And as soon as I hear back on that one, I'll pop you over the answer.
What's that now?
I'll give you
Oh,
the answer as soon as I get it through on Slack. Mark, what's your email tool provider?
it's Ionos, Ionos.
Okay, INIOS.
No,
Got
let me look at Ionos. Let me,
I O
I'll put it in the chat. Let me,
IONOS. There IO.
right.
It looks weird when I type it.
Yes.
It's like saying it out loud and typing it. I'm like, that just doesn't seem right. But it's
Yeah.
like, can you spell word?
Ionos. That's correct. That's correct.
NOS. INNOS. Okay, got it. That's funny. All right, so as soon as I hear back, Mark, I think she just got the message and she's working on it. She just asked. So as soon as I get back to that, I'll get to you on that. Let's see, Vanessa. Vanessa, hey Vanessa. I haven't seen you in a while. How are you, Vanessa?
I'm good. How are you doing?
Good. What's going on in your world?
You know, I love Dove, but I have not been using it. And so I'm like, and I know you guys have changed so much. And I said, well, let me just pop back on and get reacquainted with it so I can remember why I love it so much and how to get back into using it
Well, I tell
and
you,
connect it with go high level.
your
Huh?
delivery was so good, Vanessa. Like your videos, you have great delivery, good voice, good smile. You have that great background painting behind you. I remember that. Uh,
Yes.
yeah, you got all the tools. Like, so what? You just kind of got busy, or
I
what?
got super busy and kind of revamping my business. And then I'm trying to figure out how to connect it with Go High Level. What's the best way to use it? So trying to figure out Go High Level and
No,
yeah,
that's cool. Let me. So, and what? And you're on Pro Plus, Vanessa. You should hook up with Darius when you can. He's like the master of all this stuff.
I
Yeah.
know I can't figure out how to do it. I go on to Dub and I'm like, okay, I want to schedule a meeting to meet with him and I can't figure out how to.
Oh man, I'll I'll email you. I'll send you his booking link. So,
Okay,
yeah,
thank you.
no, he's the master at all that stuff. That's why you got
I
Pro Plus. Like
know.
Darius's brain is like an unloading of automations.
I know. And I know you all have all these new AI tools and stuff
Yeah,
and
yeah. I'll show you that right now. I'll give you a little kind of what we've been doing. All right, let me show you here. Let me share my screen. Okay, so basically what we've kind of added since I think the last time you and I spoke, we have inside the Dub dashboard this little feature called Auto. It's right up here to the right next to your profile picture. So
okay.
if you click on the little guy right here, it opens up, and basically it's a little chat right inside the dashboard. It's very much like so I'll give you an example. I'll give you an example. What kind of videos should I record for coaching and consulting? I'll put what kind of dub videos. There we go. And then Otto's been pretty much loaded up with Darius and Ruben and the whole team. So they've loaded all kinds of info in here. So it's kind of like a little dashboard guide that you have right in here to ask questions. Almost like a little Auto GPT for Dub. So it gives the answer, but then it also gives you some links down here at the bottom. So Auto is really just this little guide that's gonna kind of follow you through your dashboard and inside of Dub. So when you get this answer here, it's pretty thorough. What kind of videos? Well, 60-second YU, quick wins, case study, onboarding and program, live Q&A, personalized video replies, testimonials. So it's pretty thorough when you ask a question in here. So we just added this. In fact, we have a webinar coming up in July that's going to talk more about Auto, and the team's constantly like updating a lot of this. But this is a new feature right inside the dashboard, and it's called Auto. All you have to do is tap on its face to open, tap on its face to close. And then we also have, I think you saw this before, but if you didn't, with the AI writer that we have in the dashboard called Ira, we do have this little feature off here to the right that it's a profile feature. So in your audience, you know how we talk about with the landing pages? You want to have a landing page dedicated to one segment of your audience and then another. So if I was in coaching and consulting and I dealt with tech and I dealt with healthcare, you can set up little profiles for different parts of your audience. So if I was dealing with tech and healthcare, I would set up two profiles, one with tech, one with healthcare. And when I set this profile up, all you're doing is answering questions for the AI about the audience and the outreach. And then you just prefer, your preferred tone of communication. It might be different depending on your audience. And then you can even add this little writing structure down here called the have formula. So it'll open with a hook, which is the H. A is addressing the needs. V is providing value, and E is extending a compelling call to action. So we talk a lot about opening with a hook, obviously. So, and then just click save, and you can create as many of these as you want to. So just decide, okay, what part of my audience am I working on today? Select the one you want, go in here, choose a prompt, and then all you have to do is do the writing and hit submit. And you'll get some copy fed back to you that you can load into a teleprompter, save to a doc, all kinds of stuff. So we added that profile feature a little while ago, but that is something that's part of it. Now, another thing that we added is when you click on the dub video that you send someone on the video landing page, there's obviously Sia. I think you and I chatted about this. Do you remember this, Vanessa?
Vaguely, yes.
Okay, so there is a little update that we added to this, but in general, the whole idea behind this over here to the right is that if someone has questions, they can get them answered in real time. You can have up to 20 FAQs that you can ask the AI a question. And when the AI gives an answer, it will push for whatever your desired CTA is. Like
Okay.
you give an answer and say, hey, you ready to book a time with Rob?
Oh,
Now, you can set these up for different parts of your audience. So you
Wait,
technically can have AIs that are on each different landing page for different parts of your audience, or you can have one all-knowing AI that can know everything. So if you wanted to set these up, see over here under assets where it says sales assistants right here,
mm-hmm.
just click here. And then I have, a few of them right here. Just click the little blue plus button, that'll create a new one. But when you do create it, this is how you would set it up. So you want to set up some resource links, which is going to be different pages of your website. If you have a website, you just want to click on the different areas and load the links in here because Sia is going to learn what's physically on those different link pages. It can't watch videos, it can't click on any sublinks. It can only physically learn what's on text on those pages. And then you can also upload a PDF in here as well, all about your company, your services, anything you want. So you can do both or one or the other. And then you also can create up to 20 FAQs right here that can show. And then down here at the bottom, you can decide, hey, select the field you want CA to capture. Maybe you want to get their email, phone, first name, and then push for something at the end. So I always have book a time with Rob, but you can have whatever CTA link you want Sia to push for when it's done giving the answers. Now, the one update that we did that's kind of cool is Sia typically has always been on the landing pages, right? Over here to the right.
Mm-hmm.
But what you can do with Sia is that you can grab this right here. See where it says external link right here?
Hmm.
So if you click that there, it opens up like ChatGPT. So someone can just start asking questions if they want to. So if you do have a relationship with a prospect and you're kind of going back and forth, you can actually send them, "Hi John, here's my sales assistant. Hey John, here's my AI sales assistant. See, it can answer any questions that you have." So you can send it as just an external link by itself. So when they click on it, again, it opens up like ChatGPT as far as that.
Okay.
So
Wow.
yeah, so those are, you can create little SIAs for different parts of your audience, or you can kind of have one all-knowing SIA that would know everything about what you do.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, that's a lot. I'm excited. I didn't realize it did all that. So I'm gonna go and I'm gonna start setting that up. Let me see what my schedule like. And then I'm gonna set all what you just showed me up because I don't have any of it set up.
Oh yeah,
And
you
then
definitely want that.
yes, yes. And then I'm looking at my schedule and then I will be back tomorrow.
Sweet. And I'll email you Darius's booking link and you can hook up some
Okay.
time with him. So yeah.
Okay, so if I get stuck on anything, I'll come back tomorrow and that I would thank you.
Yeah, of course. It's always nice to hear your voice, Vanessa.
Thank you. I appreciate it. I'll see you tomorrow.
See you tomorrow.
Okay, thanks.
You're welcome. And then let's see, Kyan. I saw Kyan, you had your hand up earlier. Hey, Kyan.
Yeah, I actually had a question.
Yeah.
So, from the TikTok video I watched yesterday, I was pretty interested. And I wanted to say, for example, could we do a video like, say, for example, I just got here in Texas and I'm
Mhm.
in an apartment. Like, do you, like a property of like a apartment
Mhm.
walkthrough of the property
Yeah.
um, and send it to the person you want, for example,
Yeah, no, you can do it. You got a couple of choices. You can either do something like
on
this.
on the mobile app though.
Yeah, yeah. So on the mobile app, you just do this right here. Let me show you. So it would be this one, the picture in picture. See that right there?
Yeah, yeah, but I'm talking about like inside the apartment, you
Yeah,
know?
yeah, yeah, yeah. You can wherever you want. This whole this style right here is just a visual style. It would be your face and then inside, outside, whatever you want. Have you used the picture in picture before?
Yeah, I used it like a couple times, I think. I think I used it a couple times, but I messed up like a few times.
Well, if you do the when you do picture in picture, you can do it obviously in clips. So you can do the front of the place or the maybe the first room, the other room, however you want to split it up. But picture in picture is a nice way to do it if you want to be on the screen when you're walking someone through something. If you don't, then just, flip the camera in front of you and just record what you want to record. Does that make sense?
Yes, it does.
Okay.
Thanks, Rob.
Yeah, of course. And then let's see, Mark, I'm just going to check back over here. Oh,
Yeah.
so, all right. So Rena's going to message Darius over in our support channel, and as soon as we have that, I'll email it over to you. Because let's see. All right, can I have his email ad? Okay. So I'm going to have someone get a hold of you here through support, Mark, and then we'll kind of work our way through that because they have the notes now. So let me get on with them, and then they'll reach out to you.
All right. So just wait for the email.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. I'll give them this again so they just have it. Let me just message them directly. Hold on one second.
Sure.
Mm, multi-channels, Mark.
You still there?
Yeah, I'm here. Let's see. Okay, I just sent that over to them and gave them your email, which they already have, but I just said reach out by email, let them know as far as the answer, and then it'll be Ina or Rena probably after they chat with Darius. Um, anything else, Mark? Anything else on your mind? Anything else going on?
Specifically, no. So
Okay.
thank you.
All right. Have you recording the videos? What do you got going on with that?
Yeah, I am. It's a long story. I started sending out some emails, but I quickly discovered that my host, the Ionos,
Yeah.
I didn't have a large enough plan, and so they kept getting they kept shutting down my account because I was sending out so many emails.
Ah, got it. Okay.
I had to upgrade my plan, And I mean, since I got you on the line, I have my my list segmented into two lists, and two lists are about like I don't know, close to 5,000 emails each.
Yeah.
Well, that's a total of 10,000. Well, the plan that I have, because maybe I should have upped it, but I wasn't sure what it was going to cost. But anyway,
I think it's 10,000, right? Yeah, you get 10,000 within Pro. And then I think
right.
you can add a certain amount more after that.
Yeah, so that's I mean, if I sent it out to my entire list, that's one email a month. Well, that's not going to work.
Sure, of course.
So I'm trying to figure out how to segment each list. Maybe I can put this in AI. I don't know. So then I'm sending like maybe two emails a week,
Okay.
you know, and then so I'm just trying to figure that out. I don't know if you have any suggestions on that.
Yeah, I mean, it's really just availability of how much you can send. That's really it, just for the volume. But I mean, let me actually, I'm going to let them know to include, you're thinking about a possible upgrade just as far as the volume. You know what I mean?
I already upgraded. I'm sorry. No, I already upgraded.
Are you on Pro Plus or what are you on?
Yeah, I upgraded for Ionos and also for Dubb.
Yeah, are you on Pro Plus now? Because there's Pro and
Yeah.
Pro Plus.
I just added. All I know is I added another X number of email sends.
Okay. Let's see. Let me just mention that.
I don't know that I'm on Pro Plus. I think I'm just paying like an extra $5 a month. I think something like that. I can't remember.
Oh, okay. So you added like a certain amount, maybe like a certain number or something.
Correct. That's correct.
Okay. Okay, I just let them know generally you have some questions about that and you upgraded on iOS and you added a certain amount for that. Okay. All right. So they have that and they have your email, so they should get back to you there on that, Mark.
Okay. All right.
Cool. Well, hey, Mark, thanks for popping in as always. Kyan, thanks for coming. And to everyone that popped out and got their answers question, thank you very much for those guys too.
Almost,
Um,
it's almost that day to go home.
well,
Or
good, good. They'll welcome you back home, Kyan. Welcome back. Almost.
I'm still in Texas, but almost time to go back home.
Well, that's good. Well, have a safe trip. Cool, guys. All right, listen, we'll see you tomorrow. Thanks for popping in. See ya. Bye.
Bye, Rob. See you tomorrow.